there's a reason they call this the prettiest little stadium in America. Glad to have you with us from Paulson Stadium. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. The Eagles kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. So Georgia Southern's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The play action fake. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And that's exactly what you want to do to start a football game, man. If you're the defense, you want to make that quarterback feel you physically. You want to hit him. You want to get him a little bit rattled, a little bit rushed, and they do just that. They start the game with back-to-back sacks.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete to the right.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. The hand to the running back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll try it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
They send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets away from one, finds room. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Got his man on the right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Eagles. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Handoff to the lone back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dragged down.
That's not what the offense was expecting, but it's perfect, right? You just want to run the ball, come out of your own end zone, create some space, boom, I'll do you better. I'll give you a first down, move that ball way down the field, create a lot of space.
Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bradshaw. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They go to the draw. Maybe a crease. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Working that left side now. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the tight end. They go right back to it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football. Defense
touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that 1st down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
They've been running it, but now the pass. unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Hollins. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. 2nd down now after the sack. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end, that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
He's going to take off. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. It is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Boise State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in.
Breaks into the open. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go right back to the run, and he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Got it looking for a first. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Now on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Hands it off. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 5th kick of the night. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Snagged in the middle. It's held. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. A spectacular one-hand grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, on the Eagles sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Eagles come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to him. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Eagles! And the route is on.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll leave it with the lone back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down will open up the final period. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10.
Number 48, set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Snags it, and he's open. The 20, the 10, touchdown Eagles! And the stomping has commenced.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35 to 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And the D does it again. I feel like it's a repeat. We could play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this D.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The option look. Now the pitch. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular today.
Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Graves. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Here comes the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive.
Fourth down and short, and where do they put the ball? In the hands of their quarterback. This guy is so good. They trust him. He runs the option and keeps it himself and gets just enough for the 1st down.
Makes a man miss. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Caught in the backfield. It's O'Neal. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Going to the run, it's Lattimore. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Down big. Might as well. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone for a touchdown to ratchet up the pressure late in this game. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Johnson looking to throw. Got a man. It's Helms. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback keep. There's some room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pava.